What's happening, guys? So we are back today. The other day I took a trip down to Charleston, South Carolina. While I was there, ran into a local shop and they had some junk wax that was there. One of the things that I picked up was this 1992-93 Fleer Ultra basketball. There's several different packs in this. I don't say on here how many are in it. It just says there's an NBA Jam subset of 20 cards. There are 3 Ultra collectible subsets, Ultra All Rookie Series, and then we're looking for 3 Jordans that are in here. There's a base, there's a Jam one, and then there's also an award winner one. Those in a PSA 10 can go anywhere from about 150 to up over 600 bucks. I paid right around about 125 bucks for this box. It's not really a box, I don't know what it is, but I paid that for this. Hopefully we can get our money back out of it. Let's get ripping this thing and let's see what we can find in today's rip. All right, guys, so here we go. Like I said, this is the 92-93 Fleer Ultra. On the back, it does say that there's a 36 count of packs. So it's going to take a little bit to rip through this, but let's get going. Let's find them Jordans. Hopefully these packs will rip open nicely today. We'll see. I'm not sure how this box opens. How to get these out. Okay, so I'm going to slide this over here to the side so it's out of our way. And we'll start with the top center segment. So we're going to pull some of these out, move that to the side. All right, so here we go. These are from the Series 2, so they do have the extra inserts for the later on stuff. Packs look like they're going to open nicely for us, which will be good. Come on, MJ. That's what we want, right, son?
Yep, for sure.
Let's see, they don't seem like they're sticking together, which is good.
Got them all backwards, though.
Some of them are. We're gonna. Oh, I flipped them. All right, we're going to get this figured out. So let's see what we got here. Ramil Robinson, Charles Smith, Jeff Turner, John Barry, Scott Hastings, Buck Johnson, wanting to stick just a hair, Stephen Howard, Danny Ferry, Rodney McRae, Tony Bennett. Oh, that was a rookie, so we'll set him off to the side here. I'm not really paying attention to that. I should. If you see me miss one, let me know. Allah Abdon Ali. Okay, there's a Robinson dunk from the Jam session, so that's a subset that's in here. Then we have behind it Orlando Woolridge with another dunk from the subset, and then Rod Strickland. Who knows, maybe with 36 packs we can get all of the dunk series, because it said there was, I think, like 20 of them in that.
We could sell them as a whole set. That'd be cool.
Or collect them. I don't know that I want to sell it. All right, here we go. J.R. Reed. Charles Jones. Walt Williams with a rookie. Brad Sellers. Lee Mayberry. Lateral green. These are sticking just a hair. Another rookie of Eric Anderson. Kenny Williams. Oh, there's still more there. They're sticking pretty good. And then we got, after that, Brent Price rookie. John Sally. Robert Wardan rookie. Getting a lot of rookies. Anthony Peeler. Tree. And Kiki Vandeweghe. Unfortunately, these rookies just aren't worth that much. I don't think there was any big ones from this year other than really Shaq is the big one we want to find. If we can find Shaq's, that would be good as well. All right, here we go. Larry. I'm going to try to say his last name. Oop, they're sticking together again. Let's see here. Oh, that's a different one. So that's a Clarence Weatherspoon All Rookie Series. Pretty cool card. I don't know if it's worth anything. We'll have to look them up then. Don McClain. Raphael. With something sticking. They're not sticking bad. They're just not smoothly sliding apart. Anthony Avent. Tom Tolbert. Okay, here we got another jam session. That one is Derek Coleman. Followed by another one of Horace Grant. Tracy Murray. There's a lot of... Look at all these rookies we're finding. It's an awful lot of them, isn't it?
Yes, there is a lot of them in there.
Doug Overton. Harold Miner. Wow. That was like all rookies, that whole last half of that set.
That is crazy. If only this was MJ's rookie year. And we had all of that, but him.
That would be kind of cool. Can you imagine what those packs would go for?
Probably like 10 billion.
All right, so here's the checklist. Let's look at the checklist here a minute and see. So this has it by team. So we have the Sonics. So we have all of them. The Jazz. That's the end of the checklist. Nothing necessarily. Vincent Askew. Let's sit these down a second. These are a little bit more together. Vincent Askew. Jay Humphreys. Doc Rivers. All right. Rick Mahorn. Chuck Person. Brad Lowhouse. Oh, this is a little bit more bricked. Just got to be gentle. They'll come apart. We just don't want to take the finish off with them. Robert Ory. There's a rookie. Elmore Spencer. We're getting all these rookies, but not the rookie that we really would want. Elmore Spencer.
Not yet. Maybe you'll get
Brad
him in
Doherty.
the next pack.
Maybe he's coming. There's another dunk. John Williams. Pooh. We got a lot of Pooh. Richardson was his name. See? Pooh Richardson.
Ah, ha, ha.
Sorry, dad jokes got to come out once in a while.
No, they really don't.
No, you got to have one. Guys, if you're watching this and you think dad jokes are great, do me a favor. Comment. Tell my son he's missing out. Doesn't know what he's missing out with the dad jokes.
And if you don't, just hit the subscribe button.
Oh, that was good. That was a good call. I like the way you said that. All right. They're sticking again, so we're going to sit a few down. J.R. Reed. Buck Johnson. And Tim Perry. All right, then we got Pete Chilcutt. Andrew Lang. Charles Barkley. Round mound of rebound, they used to call him. Gunders Vetra. Randy Woods. Let's see here. Stanley Roberts. Chris Morris, another rookie. A lot of rookies. Unfortunately, they just don't have any value, I don't think. Carl Herrera. Randy Woods. Oh, he's a rookie. We'll put him over here in this pile. Alex Kessler. And Gary Plummer. I wonder if he was good with working with pipes. Dad joke.
Ha. That one's a real knee slapper.
Hey, you love my dad jokes.
Sure I do.
But you love a Michael Jordan more than that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Or 2.
Or 3 or 4. Let's see here. So we got Stephen Howard. Dale Ellis. Joe Dumars. Wait, I'm sorry. No, that's not Joe. Richard Dumas. Get the right names here. All right, Fleer. Come on. Work with me here. There he is. So there's our first big card. It took us how many packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 packs to hit it. That's a Shaquille O'Neal rookie.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, looks like
it's in pretty good
looks like it's in pretty decent shape. So we're going to...
That's the reason why we gotta be careful while ripping these open. Just make sure that we get that PSA 10 so we can make our money.
Make sure we get all of the pieces of it. Yep, for sure. All right, let's go back here. Let's see what's next here.
Imagine we got a Jordan.
Hubert Davis. Tate George. A dunk of Karl Malone. What we'll do at the end, guys, then is we'll do a recap of all this so you can see all that we get. Because I know this is kind of painful. Karl Malone. Mario Ellie. Sam Mitchell. John Williams. Matt Geiger. Robert Pack. And Dwayne Cooper. All right, let's go to this section next. We'll pull these left ones out. Slide these out just a little bit. There we go. So first set, no Jordans yet. Here we go with the next packs. Let's see if we can find one. So far, the only big thing out of all of this was a Shaq rookie. Let's see what comes out of these. If you want to put these wrappers in the trash bag, go right ahead. That way, because we're going to have a lot of them until we finish this up. All right. Carl Herrera. They're sticking together. James Edwards. Gary Plummer. Alex Kressler. There's a rookie of Randy Woods. Oh, man. Poo. Yeah, we got more of it. More poo going on here. Let's see. Nope. All right. Dave Johnson. Oh, there's a Dave Johnson rookie. Greg Grant. Michael Williams. Richard Dumas. Tim Perry. Rex Chapman. Jim Les. And Avery Johnson. All right, next pack. All right, let's see what we get in this next pack here.
It's going to be MJ time.
It's about time for one.
MJ time.
We haven't seen one yet. I'm hoping we can see 3 to 4 in this pack.
Or
in this box. This box would be great if we could.
Or maybe 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Oh, for those of you watching that are my age, you have no clue what that means. They don't either, but they think it's cool to say. Matt Geiger. John Williams. Sam Mitchell. This looks like another dunk coming up here.
Nice.
So there's a dunk of Chris Morris, and then behind it is a dunk of Karl Malone.
Ooh.
Mailman.
And then Stanley Roberts. We saw the Mailman the other night. We were watching that
TV show.
King of Collectibles, and it was in the Golden episode we were watching. There's Clarence Weatherspoon being guarded by Shaq. I saw Shaq there first. I was like, oh, we got another Shaq. But it was just him being guarded by him.
That sometimes does it for me, too, whenever I see MJ behind somebody.
Well, he was also really good at defense, but there is a Shaq. So there's a second Shaq for us.
Ooh, yay!
That's pretty good, because it's his rookie year.
Yep. Now this one, I can tell right now by looking at that corner, is not the greatest. So that one probably won't gem a 10.
That card would mean anything and everything to his mama.
Just like Mom says.
Number 1 in his heart. So 2 Shaqs. And let's see here, we then got a Hubert Davis and a Tate George.
I don't like it when the card goes sticky.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the products, like this one, this isn't as bad as 1993-94 Upper Deck. I opened a box of that a couple weeks back, and that was pretty bad. That was taking the finish off when you were trying to get them unstuck. Part of it, too, is I just have fat fingers that don't want to cooperate a lot of the times. Charles Jones. We got another checklist.
He's got MJ.
This one's Minnesota, New York, Orlando, New Jersey. Nope, not on that one.
Oh, man.
Maybe on the next one that we hit.
Maybe. Purvis Ellison on that. There he is. Oh, and it's the dunk one.
Oh, that's
That's
sick.
great.
Yep, that's
That's
pretty awesome.
amazing.
I hope that's... I think that's part of the picture. I don't know. We'll have to look at one to see on that. I think, though, that's part of the background. I'm not sure. You see the lines there?
Yeah. We'll have to
So.
get that sleeves up immediately because we want to keep our MJs safe.
We want to preserve them.
But that's cool. We got one.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some more.
And it's one of the best ones to get out of this pack.
Yep.
What year do you think has the best MJs?
Well, the best MJs are going to be your 1986 ones for sure.
If
That's his
you're
rookie.
watching right now, comment down below what year you think MJ did the best.
All right, here we go. Let's look at the rest of these here. Charles Barkley. His 86 is his rookie, so that's going to be the most valuable one for sure. Robert Pack. Dwayne Cooper on the rookie. Winston Garland. Mark Jackson. Blue Edwards. Oh, there's another card stuck to it.
It's green.
But his name is Blue. See?
It's okay.
Poor guy.
He must be really sad because he's blue.
Oh, see, look. The dad jokes are wearing off on you now.
Oh no, help me, guys.
Help
really.
me.
Beginning of this video, remember, you were saying dad jokes were bad, and now here you are dropping them.
Help save us by giving us some likes and subscribes.
All right, who we got here? David Wood. Oliver Miller on the rookie. Sean Rooks. Here we go. Another rookie of Gundars Vetra. Gundars. Do you remember Gundars? I don't.
We weren't alive then.
Sean Greens. Sean Rooks. Keith Askins. That one's doubled up.
Is he asking you a question?
Oh, the dad jokes are just coming. Alex Blackwell. Matt Bullard. Come on. Come apart. Travis Mays. Dan Shays. Greg Kite. Tony Campbell. All right, let's see this next one here. All right, we'll start here because this one's coming loose a little bit better. Vinny Del Negro. John Crotty. Crotty? I don't know John Crotty.
Is he a kid? He can be the Karate Kid.
Now I'm starting to worry about the dad jokes.
Now you should worry about me because I have to spend the most time around him.
Marlon Maxey. Todd Day. Randy Brown. Charles on the dunk. Stacy Augman on the dunk. Let's see here. They're sticking together again. Ed Neely. Greg Dreiling. Well, this is doing it. Tracy Moore. Gerald Wilkins. And LaFonso Ellis on the rookie. All right.
Great to get another Michael.
Or a Shaq.
I think we will. Don't worry.
Maybe we'll get one of the dunks for Shaq.
I don't know if Shaq has one in here.
Then maybe we'll just get a normal Jordan.
Well, the dunk one's actually more valuable. Tom Gugliotta. They're just really wanting to stick. Another rookie of Chris Smith. Danny Ainge. Rookie of Sam Mack. You can tell some of these players weren't that great because I don't remember ever hearing the name. Lloyd Daniels. Lloyd.
We're not in the Lego movie.
That's for sure. Eric Murdoch. David Wingate. Scotty Brooks. John Konchak, I think is how they said it. Oh, that's a cool one.
Ooh.
That's Sean Kemp's dunk card. I like that one. That one's one of my favorite looking ones so far.
He doesn't even look like he has a ball because it's behind.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have a ball and he's just like flying.
Robert Parrish on another dunk card. Keith Jennings on the rookie. And Danny Young. All right. 2 stacks down. Going on to pack stock number 4. So far we've gotten 2 Shaqs rookies, which those are about $130 a piece. And then we got that jam session of Jordan that can be a couple $100 as well. The one that we really want is the awards center. Oh, look, I started to open it and I saw the Chicago Bulls. I got all excited, but it's not. It's Trent Tucker.
Maybe there's a Jordan right in front of it.
Maybe there's a Jordan in here. We'll see. Trent Tucker. Jay Gundinger. Let's just see here. Let's just do this. There we go. Okay. Now we can flip this over and look at him. Richard Dumas. Michael Williams. Greg Grant. Literal Green. Otis Thorpe.
You might thwarp your plans.
Dwayne Coswell. Terry Mills. Jeff Grayer. Dexter Cambridge. Oh, that's a specialty one, too. Okay, so that's... I haven't seen these before. A Clyde Drexler Playmaker. See how that one's real different from the rest of them.
Oh, looks
Yeah, look at that
clean.
thing on the bottom left.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We'll have to see what that's about.
That looks really nice.
John Crotty. And then Vinny. Good old Vinny. Okay, so I think I'm starting to figure this out a little bit. Mike Gaminsky. Goodness. Sherman Douglas. Greg Foster. Dikembe on the dunk. Plus we got the dunk. Tim Perry on the dunk. Another card stuck to it. Come on.
That one's real stuck.
There we go. Judd. That was Judd. Oh, good old Judd. Remember Judd?
No,
No.
we weren't even alive.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Another rookie of Gugliotta and Sam Mack. We're starting to see duplicates, which is good. Just we want to see duplicates of the guy we want, Jordan.
Yeah, Michael.
That's 2 cards together. Not anybody we need. Another rookie.
Checklist. Okay, let's
Another checklist. Minnesota, New York, Orlando. Nope, not on that.
What team did he play for?
We've gotten that.
We need the Chicago Bulls one, and I think they're in alphabetical order.
I didn't know if he
So.
played for the Lakers that year.
Michael never played for the Lakers.
Where am I okay?
You're thinking of the Wizards. He played for them in his last few years before retiring. All right, let's see here. We're just going to go and grab that there. Sit that set down. Walter Bond on the rookie. Danny Ferry. Robert McRae. Tony Bennett. Ala Mookie. Another dunk. So there's Dennis Robinson on the dunk. This pack is pretty decent so far with not sticking. Oh, that's a rookie. Put him over there. Larry. Rex. Jeff Turner. Charles Smith. Romeo Robinson. Brad Sellers. I bet you he sells a lot of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, he's a seller.
Wonder if he's related to Keith Byers.
Ha, ha, ha.
All right, here we go. Oh, and this pack's sticking together. The last one had no stickiness, and this one's got a lot. So, Frank Robinson. Or Frank Johnson. Let's get the right name. Wow. These are sticking so much I was paying attention to that. Orlando Woolridge. Rod Strickland. Kenny Williams. Brent Price. Robert Wardan. Anthony Peeler. Well, there's another checklist.
Is it the right one?
Checklist, nope. Don McLean. Looks like there's something stuck to that, but it's not. Just him. Isaac Austin and Lee Mayberry sticking together. Jim Less. And another rookie of Clarence Weatherspoon. All right. So, we'll continue on here. We're almost to the halfway point. So far, not too bad. We've got one Jordan that could be enough to cover our whole box. If not, if we can gem one of those Shaq rookies, we've covered the expense of our box right there as well. So, we'll see here. Lee Mayberry. Vince Askew. Come on behind it. Tim Kempton. Tree. A big tree. Kiki Vandeweghe.
Is he one of the big
Derek
players?
Coleman.
He tells the players to
On a
leave
dunk.
him alone.
Horace Grant on the dunk. Right team. Wrong player. Rookie of Tracy Murray. Malik Sealy on the rookie. Doug Overton on the rookie. We got another checklist. And so this checklist has the date, all of the jam sessions on it. Atlanta Hawks. This one might have it, Miriam.
Wait,
Chicago Bulls, right there. But it only has 3 cards on it.
Does it say MJ on it?
Nope, it doesn't.
That's weird.
It is kind of strange.
Does the jam session say MJ on it?
I didn't look at that. Let's go
I
back.
can look at it.
Let's go back here and look a minute. Scotty.
It got
Michael's right there. Nope, number 216. That's him. We'll put it over to the side
Michael
there.
Jordan.
All right. Hornacek. Tom Tolbert. And the last card, Doc Rivers.
Now,
all right,
this is
so
the last pack for the top.
So we're at the halfway point. So first half of the box, I'd say it's been pretty much a winner. What do you guys think so far?
I would say it's pretty good because you got 2 Shaqs and an MJ and a checklist, which is pretty good.
Yep.
I'd say it's pretty good as well, especially because
Oh. Hello.
Oh, wow.
So that's the all-rookie Shaquille O'Neal. That looks like a
Special.
could be a big card. So let's
Preserve it by sleeving it up.
let's get that sleeved up right away for sure.
Because it looks like it's in pretty good condition.
Yes, it does. We'll have to look that one up. At the end, guys, like I said, what I'll do is I'm going to do a little research on some of these because I looked up some of the stuff, but not a lot. So I'll check it out and then give you all a report at the end of the video. I'll pause it and research it all instead of trying to do it while y'all sit there. Rick Mahorn, Chuck Person, Brad Lowhouse, Marty Conlon, Harold Miner, rookie. Bryant Smith, rookie. Jack Haley. Robert Ory, rookie. Elmore Spencer, rookie. Brad Doherty, dunk. And a John Williams, dunk. All right, so we're at the halfway point. We're going to just take all these, nice stack, put them over here, out of the way. We'll keep our hits here going. All right, let's now figure out how do we get into the bottom half of this box, I wonder.
Maybe the side.
Maybe. We're going to see here, because I don't want to just grab and yank, because that's going to take a chance of ruining the product. Is there... There's not really...
On the bottom.
Nope, it doesn't. Okay. I
Look
think...
at the back.
Okay, we're going to just open the side like this. And then see if we can just slide these out nicely. And get stack 1, stack 2, and pile 3 out of the box. Alright, so we have 3 packs. We're just going to do them from left to right. Let's see what we can get here.
MJ's. That's what we can get.
That's what I'm hoping for.
And some more Shaq. Those things are pretty cool looking.
Alright, so there we go. Okay, so there's where the break is. That'll work. Alright, so we got now Barry, Christian Laettner, rookie. This was his rookie year. Jay Guttinger, and Sam Mack.
We got a lot of rookies.
Yep, I think this is the year that there was a lockout the year before, and so there's another one of those Sean Kemp dunks, which I like. So because of that, they put 2 years of rookies in this. Robert Parrish on the dunk, Keith Jennings, Brian Howard. So with that being the case, there's twice as many in the packs.
Oh. So what does having to be locked out mean?
They didn't play the season. Like top 20 jammer, that's Pippen right there. So there's a Scottie Pippen. There. Oh, I grabbed one too many still. John Stockton on the playmaker.
That's pretty cool looking.
So we'll sit him over here to the side with the Clyde the Glide. Lloyd Daniels on the rookie. Then we have another Richard Dumas rookie. Greg Grant. Laterro. Bobby Phills. Kevin Brooks. Alonzo Mourning, that was also his rookie year. Marcus Webb. Adam Keefe. And Akeem Olajuwon on the dunk.
That's a long name.
And in that year, now he was Hakeem. In original years, when he started, he was just Akeem. There was no H on it. But he added an H for some reason to his name.
Maybe the pronouncers couldn't say his name.
It's possible. There he... Oh, nope. I thought that was him. I was starting to see head. Trent Tucker. So close. He fooled me. Avery Johnson. Rex Chapman. Eric Anderson. Lance Blanks. Avent. Byron Houston. Olden Polynice. Kirkchich. Lane. Corey Williams on the rookie. And Xavier McDaniel.
That's pretty cool.
All right, let's see what else we can get here. We need some other big hits. That pack didn't have a whole lot.
Let's hit something big.
I'm trying here.
Then try harder.
There's another checklist. Jay Humphreys. Kurt Rambis. Didn't he have some awesome glasses?
Yeah.
They kind of come back in style now. All right, let's see here now. Jeff Turner, Charles Smith, Ramil Robinson, Brad Sellers, Steve Henson. This one stuck to it. Otis Thorpe on that jam session. Dwayne Coswell, Jeff Grayer, Terry Mills, Jay Guttinger. So far, 3 Shaqs, 1 Jordan.
That's pretty good.
Just about to 2/3 of the way there through this box. So let's see here. Where's the... Okay. Travis Mays, another checklist. And then Charles Jones. All right, Lee Mayberry, Jim Less, Clarence Weatherspoon on the rookie, Tucker, Frank Johnson, Gaminsky, Sherman, Greg Foster, Dikembe Mutombo. He did the finger wave when he'd block your shot. Tim Perry and Jeff Buechler.
I feel like the names of people back then are much easier to say than the names nowadays.
You know, we talked about it in another video where these years back in the 90s, you had a lot of Jeff, Bob, Mike, Larry, John,
and Steve.
And Steve's, yep. There's another Chicago Bulls, but that also had the jam sessions. We'll put that over here on this pile. A rookie. David Wood. Here we go. Oh. Blaylock. All right, so Hornacek. Jeff Hornacek. That's his name. Tom Tolbert. Doc Rivers. Gerald Glass. Ricky. Rodney McRae. Ricky. All right, so we're 2/3 of the way through. Only 1 Jordan so far. We're going into this bottom center section. Let's see if we can find one in this pile.
Hopefully.
I'm hopeful.
Or let's get like some autograph, Michael.
No, if they had one, that'd be awesome. But I don't think there was anything like that in this product.
You probably would have to go up to him and get him to do an on-card auto.
Tim Kempton, Larry Kristowiak, and a rookie Walt Williams. Steve Kerr, Kristen Leitner, Kelvin Brooks. Let's see here. An Alonzo Mourning rookie, Marcus Webb rookie, Adam Keefe, and Akeem Olajuwon on the dunk. I think we've hit most of the dunk people
Now we just gotta get a
in
dunk.
the set.
Yeah, we just gotta get a dunk Shaq.
I don't know if he had one.
Well, that dude has a dunk, and he's a rookie.
You know what? Here, you want to know? Let's find that checklist. It was in here somewhere.
You just have to.
There it is. You can look at that and see. Kevin Lynch. Jeff Turner.
Michael Jordan is on there.
Yep, Don McLean. Well, we got Jordan already. He was asking about someone else. John Barry. Jeff Turner. Charles Smith. Ramil Robinson.
What was that?
There's Scotty again.
So it looks
Scottie
like there
Pippens?
is not any dunks of him,
Byron Houston. So Shaq did not have a dunk card.
unfortunately.
Okay. Radoslav Kurtic. Corey Williams on the rookie. And Jerome Lane.
What team did Magic Johnson play on?
He played on the Lakers.
He should have played on Orlando Magic.
It's because he was Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Do you know what his real name is?
I know his real last name is Johnson.
Well, that's not what I asked.
It's like Lurvy or something.
Irvin?
Yes, Irvin Johnson.
Lurvy? Irvin? Close enough.
Yeah, same thing.
I'll tell him that when I see him.
He's
Vincent Askew.
probably going to be dead by then.
Brad Sellers. You never know when I might run into him. I could literally run into him tomorrow.
No, I don't think you will.
You never know. Otis Thorpe. Dwayne Coswell. Jeff Grayer. And Dexter Cambridge. All right, we're about halfway through this middle pack. Or stack, I should say. Haven't seen Michael yet.
Well, I mean, we still have a whole nother stack.
We do.
But it'd be better to get one sooner and later.
This has been so much fun.
It has been pretty fun.
Okay, there's the Latrell Sprewell All Rookie Series. So that we're going to sit over here to the side as well. That's might be the last specialty card like that that we see. Because it said 3 in the box, and I think we hit 3 now.
Yeah.
Rookie. Dale Ellis.
Of the
Now this one's, this one's got some bent up here in the corner. On some of those. So we'll see here. Lance. And this one's also bricked a little bit.
Probably from it being bent.
Tom Tolbert. Anthony Event. Jay Guttinger. I always love Jay. There's Trent. Kaminsky. Sherman. Greg Foster. Dikembe Dunk. And Orlando Woolridge. So looking at that checklist, have we hit all the dunkers yet?
Let's see. Have we gotten David Robinson?
What number is he?
201.
Number 1? I think we did.
Yeah. Because we got Dikembe, we got Otis, Hakeem.
Ramil Robinson.
I don't think we have Purvis.
We don't
or
have
Morris,
Mike. We don't have,
or Brad,
we have
or
Michael.
Derek.
I hit a Derek Coleman.
Oh, then I don't think we have a Stacy.
Augman, I got him.
We got
Doc
Robert.
Rivers.
Robert Ory? Yes. Pesh, yes. You got to say more than a first name because there's several of them that have multiple names.
Dwayne Coswell.
Dwayne Coswell, yep, I think I hit him too.
Carl Malone.
Yep, we hit the mailman.
John Williams.
I'm not sure on that one.
Horace Grant.
Yes.
Orlando Woolridge.
Yep. We'll see what else.
We got Otis Thorpe.
All right, Brent Price.
Yeah, I think we just missing like 2.
John Sally. Wardan. Peeler. Tree.
Last pack from this.
Yep, and then we're down to the final stack.
I want you guys to comment down below what you think the best team out of all of the basketball teams are.
Ooh, she wants you to comment who is your favorite team.
A basketball.
Who's your favorite basketball team? Yep. Brad Sellers. Kempton. Rookie. All right, here we go. This one's a little bricked up as well. Luckily, these aren't terribly bricked. Doesn't seem to be taking the
Color.
finish off necessarily. Just a little sticky. Gunder's Vetra. Kiki Vandeweghe. There's Derek Coleman.
Yep.
There's Horace Grant. I saw the Bulls and got excited again. But there's Horace Grant. Tracy Murray. Come on. Rookies are galore. All right. There's Jordan. Just not on his card. That's Harold's card being defended by Jordan. All right. Let's finish out strong with this last stack.
Last stack mojo.
I don't quite think that's the way it goes, but
For sure it's last pack.
here we go. Otis Thorpe. I think he was one we were missing.
Yep.
If not, we have him now.
Got him now.
Isaac Austin. All right, here we go. Hey, there we go.
Another Shaq.
Another Shaq Diesel
Maybe.
is always good.
Maybe it's a Shaq pack.
A Shaq pack, I'll take. So 3 Shaqs and a Jordan out of this so far. Like I said, these Shaqs, if we can get them to go gem in a 10, are about $130 a piece. So with 3 of them coming out so far,
Yeah.
that's...
Amazing.
Mm.
Great.
we tripled our money on the box.
And we don't know how much the other Shaq is yet.
Yeah, we have to look that one up then. Hubert Davis. Bryant Jack. Robert Ory. Elmore Spencer. Brad Daugherty. We were missing him too, I think, was the other one we
Yes.
mentioned. Brad Daugherty. And then there's John Williams from it, and Dave Johnson.
Oh, we only have 5 more packs left, including this one.
Yeah, we're getting down towards the end here. Dwayne Coswell, we were talking about him a minute ago too. There's the other one we were missing. J.R. Reed. Avery Johnson. Ron McCain. Blue Edwards. Randy Brown. Herb. Ah, poo.
He should have played for the Bears.
The Bears? I don't get it.
Because Winnie the Pooh is a bear.
Oh.
Where'd you play for the...
That's what happens when not dads make dad jokes.
It's not a dad joke.
Oh.
It's a daughter joke.
Yeah.
That might be why.
I
They're
think
more
only
funny.
daughters can understand those. Because I don't understand it either.
You did. You're the one who had explained it to me.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
All right, here we go. Stephen Howard on the rookie. Buck Johnson. Oh, here's another one of those specialty cards. What's this one have on it? Rejector. Dikembe Mutombo Rejector. That's really cool looking.
That is really cool.
I like it.
Pachow.
Now you just need to get one of those with them on it.
Well, that would be cool too.
Who's a dugout? Code.
Chris Morris. I don't know if we saw him before on the dunk. But Karl Malone, we did hit him already. I know that.
Mr. Mailman.
Yep.
Maybe he's going to deliver us
Sam
some
Mitchell. Matt Geiger. Robert Pack. All right, Robert, bring us some packs of Jordan. See, that's how we do dad jokes to make it work.
This shall be a Jordan pack.
All right, let's see here. At least these packs open somewhat easy. They're unlike some of those skybox that we opened the other week, where they just all wanted to stick together and were hard to open.
Yeah, but the cards, it's either you get the cards that are easy to open or the pack.
Nope.
Tad.
Tony Campbell, Maurice, oops, Mariam Maxey, Todd Day, Dwayne Cooper, Winston. I had a dog once named Winston.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you name him after Churchill?
Nope. We just thought he looked like a Winston. There he is. There he is. He's stuck to this one. So let's take it apart slowly. Okay, came apart gentle there. There he is.
Another Dunkalicious.
Welcome to Dunkalicious.
That's what we want. We want to see those.
This sounds like an advertisement for Dunkin'
It looks
Donuts.
pretty clean. Too. That corner might be a little soft, but overall looks pretty darn good.
It would probably hit a PSA 9.
Maybe 9.
Maybe a 10.
I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll have to check them out then. If I can go up there. That's beautiful. And then the last card there was Sean Green. All right, we're down to
You know what time it is?
2 packs left.
It's
Go.
the second to last pack, Mojo.
Those pack mojo.
Some 12 pack Mojo, guys.
All right. Terry Mills, Vinny Del Negro, Oliver Miller. All right. Jim Less, Clarence,
Less or more?
Clarence. Oh, Clarence.
I
Like-
don't get it.
Let go of the card. Clarence Witherspoon didn't want to let go of this one. There's another jam session checklist. Sean Rooks,
Where's Michael?
Keith Askins, Scott Hastings,
He keeps on asking.
Alex Blackwell, Matt Bullard, Charles Barkley. Charles used to play in Philly.
I feel like he has a relation to Saquon Barkley.
Maybe they are somehow.
Both
All right, here we go.
It's my favorite part. Last pack Mojo.
Last pack mojo.
Last box Mojo.
Final ones.
Is this a sticky pack?
A little. That's right, we're getting them come apart. Here we go. Dexter Cambridge on the rookie. Tom Gugliotta on the rookie. John Crotty on the rookie.
A bunch of rookies.
Yeah.
Jeff Hornacek. Steve Kerr. Rolando Blackman. Chucky Brown. All right, there's Augman. We needed him, I think, for the dunk set series, didn't
I
we?
think we got the whole dunk set.
Yep, we'll check it out then. And see in just a few minutes. These are sticking together pretty good. There's Augman.
For a second, I thought that was an autograph, but it's up this
Ed.
side.
Yeah, I don't think they had any autographs in this product. Ed Neely. David Wingate. Oh, there's, Tracy Moore. Gerald Wilkins. And for the last card of all,
LaFonso Ellis.
a little sleeve piece. So,
Maybe that was a Jordan head.
That's called quality control right there. There's part of a ball in it. What do you think? You like that piece?
Oh, it's part of a head. I can't.
So,
It's
all right, we're going to pause this a second. I'm going to do some review, and then I'll come back and give you all a final tally. Okay, so we took a little bit of time to kind of sort everything, look up some things, and find out what we could. And here's what we found. So we have these Ultra Series, all rookie series. These can be worth something in a grade. I'm probably not going to grade these because it'd be about 60, 70 bucks in a 10 for those. Weather Sprinter couldn't find it all. But here's the things that we did find that were cool. First off, we had 130 rookies in the set. That didn't include the ones that are in my stack here. I didn't go through looking at all of them to see. Possibly Mornings might be worth something. But other than that, not so much. We did get the entire set of Jam Sessions, 1 all the way through to 20 on this set. So I have 2 full sets actually that came out of here, which was kind of cool. Then here's the ones that are going to basically pay for this box. So we had first off the Rejectors of Mutombo, that in a PSA 10 was about $70 to $80, I believe. The John Stockton, I saw one of these in a PSA 10 recently sell for $110. The Terry Porter also was over $100. Then the Shaq rookies, I had 3 of them that we hit. These in a PSA 10 can be $130 a piece. And then to the ones that are going to really put us in the profit. We had 2 of the Jordan Jam Sessions that came in. Those right now in a PSA 10 are selling for about $300 a piece. And then this all rookie series Shaq rookie, that one can be worth about $300 to $350 as well. So let me give you a quick recap. I spent about $100 to $125 on the box. With just this stack here in my hand, there's a potential for well over about $1,500 in profit. And then I have a complete set now for my collection as well. So if you guys are looking for things where you can rip some wax and turn it into profit, this is something you might want to check out. Jordan's stock is going crazy. You can really have fun with it. Kids, what'd you think of this set?
I thought it was really fun to watch it open up.
And all of the cards look sick.
Yeah, they're really clean looking. So hopefully we can now get these to grade a 10. That's going to be the next step. Get them prepped up, get them ready to go, and off to PSA. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up, get the bell on, and subscribe. And tell me down below in the comments, which card was your favorite that we pulled today? Catch y'all in the next one. See ya.